Today we're going to talk about how you can use positive psychology techniques to address perfectionism and procrastination, which are much more connected than you might think. Let's get started. Psychologist Barry Schwartz argues that living in a world with too many choices is a significant factor in our unhappiness. As of 2004, he studied that though the sheer number of options has increased, our satisfaction with these choices had not necessarily followed suit. And the number of choices has only grown since then. One might argue that we make more decisions now than ever. These choices can be paralyzing, too overwhelming that we put off making them at all, another form of procrastination. So, what can we do? Schwartz suggests reducing our expectations and specifically the burden we place on ourselves to make the perfect decision all the time. He explains that if there was only one option, we would never blame ourselves, but in a modern world with hundreds if not thousands of options every day, we tend to expect we choose the best ideal option every time. It's not always easy to cut yourself some slack, but maybe decontextualize and show your own emotions some compassion. Would you blame your friend if they were put in the same spot with the same resources and information to make the decision? Some industries have tried to simplify decision-making, but have they taken it too far? With the rise of gamification, from everything to stock trading to dating apps, do we risk trivializing important decisions? Putting systems and routines in place to lower our overall mental load and avoid decision fatigue in the first place might be a solution. For some people, this might look like creating a formula for choosing your outfit in the morning, and for others, it might mean dedicating days of the week for certain tasks, so Saturday afternoons for your favorite hobby, or Tuesday nights for laundry, so on and so forth. Reducing the number of decisions we have to make circumvents the paradox of making a perfect decision entirely. If you struggle with perfectionism, this means you might also struggle with moving on from your mistakes. This is something we visited before, but we'll take some research insights from Angela Duckworth. Our research suggests that grit is a more accurate predictor of success and overall performance than even IQ in difficult situations. Duckworth explains that one of the first steps in developing grit includes a growth mindset. Research even shows that kids who do not view failure as a permanent condition were much more likely to be resilient. Duckworth says, we need to measure whether we've been successful, and we have to be willing to fail, to be wrong, to start over again with lessons learned. This sounds a lot like the phrase, try, and try again. But there's a key first part. We need to measure whether we've been successful. This means we have to evaluate before we throw ourselves at it again. And, as our positive psychology lens reminds us, we must acknowledge our success just as readily as we acknowledge when something did not work. Then, try and try again. Learn from your mistakes and remove the pressure of perfection, and you'll be more inclined to try. This is another way to avoid procrastination. That brings us to our final point, how perfectionism causes procrastination and how to figure out how to get out of this loop. Psychologist Antony suggests that we can address behaviors by questioning our own beliefs and testing our behaviors. If we challenge the thoughts that prevent us from even attempting a task or achieving our goal, we can break the perfectionism procrastination loop. For example, if we're certain that we speak to our boss and will make a mistake, we likely won't talk to our manager about a raise we deserve or ask for help on a project. These are forms of procrastination by putting off our goals or delaying our tasks. You can test your thoughts by recounting similar experiences that negate negative thoughts, such as a public speaking event you did well with, or a workplace social that was enjoyable. Considering the objective facts about the situation just might make it more approachable for you to get what you need or to do what you have to do. Further, you can challenge yourself by taking action. If you're struggling with this step, consider what realistic consequences might be without catastrophizing the situation. Remember, these accessible positive psychology techniques can help manage negative emotions, but don't hesitate to seek professional help if you need it. Hopefully, by taking some of these steps, you're able to break the perfectionism procrastination loop. Thanks for watching.